Yes, I can light the whole universe. I am different, I am purpose, I am brilliant. Yes, I feel it.
All right. Hey, gorgeous ones. Okay, so excuse my flat hair. When I do that whole process of shingling and stuff, it makes my hair kind of flat. And I have no body for a while, so I look very flat-headed. But the curls are intense. You see these curls, y'all? Y'all see these curls? They are starting to stretch out, so they're not quite as, you know, shrunken, because the shrinkage was real when I first did it. But they're doing better. Okay, so sorry. Had to give an update on my hair. So anyway, let's talk eyeshadows of the year. Oh, no, okay, so for real. You know, I've done my eyeshadow collection and declutter. I put it in the cards right there. And then I thought, so that way I could like really look at my, you know, collection and come up with my favorites. So I went through and I found some favorites. I didn't go through, you know, didn't want to make it a long one, but I went with the things that were like I was really wearing, that I was like, yes, this is it. And I really love the looks that I created with it. So if you would like to find out what my favorite eyeshadow palettes of 2018 are, don't go anywhere. All right, so we're back. Now, first off, let's just talk about this shirt. I'm gonna have to show it to y'all. Y'all see this shirt? Isn't it the cutest shirt ever? Don't look back there. All right, that's my closet. All right, I got this at Target just in case. I love it. You know, the baddies of Disney. Don't you love it? They always talk about the princesses. Let's talk about the bad girls. Okay, but anyway, back to it. So let's talk about let's talk about these. Now, I'm not gonna take long, so we're just gonna run through them. Many of them you're gonna be like, yeah, I knew she was gonna say that. So let's just go through, talk about a few. Now, to be quite honest, it's a mix of affordable and you know higher end, you know, the mid range. But let me say, the majority of them are kind of late, you know, kind of summer on, because like in the beginning of the year, I was not buying as much. And I was also kind of like for a while. So I was just doing like my regulars. But let me just show you the ones that I have here. I think I got 10 of them. So we're going to start off with the more affordables. And this is in no particular order, but I'm going to show them like this. All right, first off is the Rimmel Magnifies Crimson Edition. This is the one that is pretty much like a dupe for the Naked Cherry. I want to buy them just because they were so cheap, you know, and I wanted to try them out. And they were actually very good. The quality is very good. You know, the nice amount of mattes in here. The shimmers are not that intense, but if you can wet your brush, you can get a little more intensity. But just know you're not going to get this blinding shimmer from these. But I love them because it is a really great affordable dupe for the Naked Cherry. And I actually think this is more cherry than the Naked Cherry. So that's why I really like this one. Next up, as y'all know, I'm kind of into this berry cherry pinky purple vibe right now. And this is the City Mini palettes in Blushed Avenue. I like the City Mini. I know they get a bad rap, but I think the newer ones are a little better than the older ones. But I did like some of the older ones. But anyway, this one I love is Blushed Avenue. The reason why I like them better now is because they have more mattes in these. But these are really cute and they're really soft and buttery. And they are really a nice vibe for somebody who's just really starting out. This is a good everyday palette, you know, easy palette, because you don't have to think that hard, because it's got just the color scheme is there and you could just work with that and make a look happen. So that's that. Now, we got to have at least one Juvia's Place, because I was like, oh, no, you can't do a collection, best of without a Juvia's Place. And I do like so many, but a lot of them I got last year. And the one I love the most, I just got. So y'all know what that one is. And if y'all know, put it in the comments for me. But I thought about it, and this is the one I was really digging, is the Festival. And this is the Festival right here. And the reason why I really liked it was because A, it has a lot of mattes. And it is a really interesting color scheme. But when you really start playing with it, it really works together well. The only thing that I'm really not a fan of is this, but I don't like these like grade, shimmery kind of things. Not my style, but that's just for me. But I do like the Festival. The quality, as always, is there. The pigmentation, of course, is there. And that's one of the ones I like. Now, I got this year. I know this came out maybe in 2017. I don't know. But I got it this year. And this is the Just Peachy Mattes by Too Faced. I like it because this is a really good, you know, warm toned berries and peaches and a little brown toned matte palette, because you know I love mattes. And this is a really good one just to like sweep some color on and then add a little shimmer to it. So it's a really good, quick palette for me. You know, the colors I really like is I like Peach Punch. I play with the Peach Cobbler right up in here, the middle part. I'll do some things with this. This over here is a little light for me, but you know, hey, it works. You know, hey, it ain't all about me. But it is a really good matte palette. The formulation is really nice and soft. They blend really well together. Great palette for someone who wants a nice matte palette that's warm toned. Now the summer was when I really started getting into my palettes and getting some new and more interesting things. So I'm going to share some of those with you all right now. Now when I pull this out, y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna be like, yeah, we know. The Weekend Festival palette by BH Cosmetics. This baby is so cute. And as you can see, I really love Solstice. Solstice then had some work on her. But I really do like this palette. It's a really nice neutral palette, yet has a great amount of pops of colors. Because usually these neutral palettes have like 1 or 2 pops of colors, where this is a very neutral and, you know, bright one that can create some really pretty looks from the, you know, more neutral to, you know, a neutral with some color and just beautiful, bright, vibrant looks. So that, and it's so affordable because it's BH Cosmetics. If you can deal with, you know, the Turtle Express that they use for shipping, it's a good deal. Other thing that I love is the Atlantis palette by Face Candy. This was, they came for Tarte. Tarte came up with this, didn't pull the trigger like they should have. And Face Candy was like, but I got y'all. And so they came up with this, and I really like it. And the thing is, I went with the greens in here. I know everybody was working with the blues because the blue is the color this year. It was the 2018's pop of color. But the greens are beautiful, and for the price, it's not even just for the price. It's a really nice palette, and it's very inexpensive. I got more inexpensive ones than I thought. Okay, so yeah, so this is like, go and get that Face Candy. Over the summer, I found Sponjack, and this is the Caftan palette, and oh, look at these beautiful jewel tones. These are such beautiful jewel tones. Oh, they just made my heart sing this summer. And they blend so beautifully. The jewel tones, they have jewels, the metallics. There's shimmery metallics and more intense metallics. So you can have different finishes. The finishes are beautiful. They blend really well. They're not too powdery. They're not too stiff. This is like, I do have a review of this palette too. Then Blossom by Blush Tribe. Now this palette, I want it because I love me some mattes, and to get a bright color matte, this was like one of the first bright color mattes that came out this year that really had the brights, and it was all matte, so just absolutely love it. And like I've always said, I like the fact that it has the different tones of the colors, like the blues and the greens and everything. So this is a beautiful palette. Y'all know I fell in love with the Ace Beauté palettes over the summertime. And I was looking at the Paradise collection. I said, okay, which one was the one that really spoke to you? Really. And it was the Slice of Paradise. And this is the brighter one. And hands down, I made some really cute looks with this. I mean, I just really loved the way that it worked together. I know it's a rainbow palette, but it's such a beautiful rainbow palette. Let me not blind y'all. It's such a beautiful rainbow palette. And I like the way they do it because they put a little, every one that Ace Beauty does is just a little different. And I know there's been like mixed reviews about it, but you know, pack on your shadows and blend them out and they work beautiful. And there's enough lighter tones of the brights so that you can create a look where it's not just so blindingly bright, you know, because we ain't all trying to do that Instagram look. And this one was I was late to the party, but I've fallen in love with her and I'm wearing her right now. It's the Soft Glam by ABH. Now, I have never wanted to be like, oh my God, ABH, oh my God. I think ABH makes good products, but I just don't be like, I don't live for ABH like other people. And then I said, well, let me just go and get this Soft Glam because I think I used points or something for it with Ulta. Okay, y'all, okay. The whole thing is trying to fall down on me. Okay, there we go. So I got this late. And I kept hearing people talking about, oh my God, it's such a great palette. Oh my God, it's such a great palette. And I got to agree with them. I have to agree that when I saw the pictures of it, it doesn't really do it justice. And even though it looks so like, oh, okay. But once you start using it, it's like, oh my goodness, it is such an easy palette to work with, and it just makes these beautiful eye looks, and you don't even have to work too hard on them, and they just blend effortlessly, and the shimmers are gorgeous. You know, they're not as soft as some of the ABH ones, because you know ABH tends toward very soft shadows, but they're not as soft like the ones in the Norvina, that some of them are super soft. These actually have a little more umph to them. You know, they're packed a little tighter, not so tight that you can't work with them, but tighter than the other ones are. So, and yeah, and I mean, even though I don't necessarily need that black, the black does work. It does work. It's a great black, no lies. And this is a really beautiful palette. All right, so these are 2018 favorite eyeshadow palettes. Now, of course, these are not all of them. I have a stack that I love, but I had to narrow it down or we'd be here an hour again like we were with the eyeshadow palette collection and declutter. I wanted to give you some that I think that are really awesome and that I think that you would enjoy also. All right, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hey, leave in the comments your favorite eyeshadow palettes of this year. I would love to hear about it. I bet you some of them I love too, but I just didn't, you know, I tried to narrow it down to 10. All right, it's Lulu. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. See you later.
Never stop, never give it up. Never stop, never give it up. Never stop, never give it up.